Shawn, thank you very much for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Habib fought Justin Gaethje yesterday, and he retired. What's
Yeah,
your immediate thought? Did you expect that to happen?
I honestly thought he was gonna do one more and then retire. It kind of caught me off guard, but I understand why he retired, and it was just very emotional, just watching it all go down, just play at the end, just kind of tear up, just watching him, knowing all he's been through recently, and where he started and how he finished. So it was beautiful to watch. Sad, but I'm happy for him, and he's
Wh-
done so much.
What do you think about the fight itself? Do you think
Uh,
did it go the way you thought it would go?
Pretty much, just knowing him and how tough he is and the way he fights with the pressure. I knew the pressure would get to him. Everyone kept saying Gaethje was a college wrestler, but All American. But I didn't. I knew that didn't mean anything. It's different from his style, and then we never really seen Gaethje wrestle. There's a reason why he didn't wrestle in his fights. It's hard to implement his style of striking and wrestling together. It takes a lot out of you, and you can see how his energy drained just in the first round of the fight. That pressure and just him trying to throw hard and backing up, it just took a lot out of him.
Explain that to me because I keep hearing from people who knows him, who trains with him, that his wrestling style is different from American style, and even all American have some trouble doing with
Yeah,
him. What's different? Like,
it's just him. His pressure with his strikes, just his pressure with his strikes. He's very strong and he's relentless. Like he don't stop. He'll just keep coming and coming, and he don't he don't tire out. A lot of guys, when you're putting that much pressure and you have all the tools and you're going, you want a little breather and just rest in different situations. Him, on the other hand, he'll just keep going until he gets it, and once he gets it, it's all she wrote. Khabib time.
yeah, and you're talking about within the fight. What about
In the
pure
fight,
wrestling?
pure wrestling. When
Yes,
you straight wrestle him, it's not really. He doesn't. It's no special. He's not really. He's not talented straight wrestling. He needs it to be in the fight wrestling. Like I could say, like pure wrestling, he's not doing nothing. But MMA wrestling, we put it all together using his pressure and his experience and everything and being relentless. And then he's the man. But pure wrestling is different.
got it.
It's
And
not the same.
is there really the difference though between the American style wrestling versus Russian style?
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Yeah, Americans were the best. Nah, I said, nah, wrestling's good. I wrestled in Russia. I've been there. I trained in Dagestan. I've been all around there. There is a difference in styles of wrestling. American style, when we wrestle, a lot of American styles is a lot of pressure, folk style. We're going hard, hand fight. We hand fight hard. This is traditional. It's not like MMA. It's different. Just hand fighting hard. We like to tire the guys out. Russian, when I my experience from training over there, they was a little more technical. The way they wrestle, they hold very good position, head defense. They like to do a lot of swim high crotches. It's difference in the way in the things they do. A lot of them are very athletic. A lot of gymnast backgrounds, doing a lot of aerobic type training and just starting from a young age, which is the difference in USA and Russian wrestling on the international stage. But MMA is different. I know Khabib, he's a sambo guy, um, so he has a sambo background.
Got it. Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of guys they train with the wrestlers down there.
What about Habib's grappling? Do you guys have any black belts of BJJ and AKA who grappled with him? I'm curious how
Yeah,
he did against them.
he's the best. He's not getting tapped. He doesn't get tapped out. He's very strong. He's very talented in his grappling abilities. Just like he showed on Saturday against Justin Gaethje. No one thought that was going to happen. He just immediately just went to the mount. right into the first round. He tried the armbar, then he went right to the triangle to finish it in the second round. But yeah, he's world class everywhere. That's why he's done what he's done.
So even though I don't think he officially has a belt in jiu-jitsu, he actually black belt level, something like that, right? Is it fair to say? Or
Yeah, he's black belt level for sure. Yeah, 100.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you first met Khabib?
First time I met Khabib, yeah, the first time I met him, I was moving to San Jose from Ohio. It was after the 2012 Olympic trials, the last wrestling match, and I flew into San Jose. He was like, "Go in. We're gonna show you the gym." They showed me the gym. It was practice time, and he was just getting there. He was there before me, maybe like a week or so. But I remember just going there. They say, "Grapple this guy. He's Russian, whatever." I didn't know really what was going on, but I remember going in there grappling with him right away, and I was like, "This dude's fucking strong." This dude's strong. He just kept tapping me left and right. And then he told me, he said, "You need to do jujitsu every day." I said, "All right." That's the first time I met him.
With his accent?
With his accent. He said, "You do jujitsu every day," because he knew about me and my wrestling background, because I wrestled over there, and I wrestled some guys that he knows and whatnot. And so he knew about me from wrestling. That was the first time I met him. But there's been other occasions, like the one time when he goes fight. I think he fought Gleason Tebow right after that. And he came back again for another camp. And then one of my friends, I was asked to go pick him up from the airport, and then I pick him up from San Jose. I forget who he's fighting, but I picked him up from the airport. We went, and I remember one time taking him to McDonald's, and he liked going to McDonald's, and he got his little fish sandwich, little thing he got. And, but yeah, but that was like, it was cool just watching him start from where he was at, and then where he finished at his career.
But you've been training with him regularly after that, right? It's
yeah.
You're just talking about. And how's he in real life? In real life, because we know him as a fans, but from perspective, like,
he's cool, funny, got jokes, humble, great guy. He's very, very loyal, and he likes to help out his friends and those who's close to him. Like, he look after them. They're like a family, especially these younger guys that he's bringing up. He looks out for them and looks out for others. Very great loyal guy. Good friend.
I saw you recorded one video where you actually singing his workout song. Can you do that? Do you want to sing that song? I actually found it. I found it.
You found it? Yeah. Sometimes when the beat hits, I just can't help myself to.
Let's
sing.
Try.
I got. There you go.
Go. Yeah, you got it, man.
When the beat hits, I just can't help myself. The way, it's so beautiful. Beautiful song.
Yeah, and the way I saw that DC shared that video, where I think you were in the car, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, in the car. Yeah. I initially sent that to Manat Abu Bakr. He recorded it. Yeah, I sent it to him, and he recorded it for me singing it, because he posted it.
Manap is his cousin, right?
Yeah, cousin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotcha. Shawn, we spoke about Khabib, but you yourself are a really accomplished wrestler, and you're in MMA. You're currently at Bellator bantamweight, right?
Yeah.
When is your next fight, man?
I don't have anything scheduled. Hopefully, I can get something soon. I had surgery, but I'm back training full time, and then now I'm get ready to hopefully get something soon here in AKA training. We got a great group of guys, and we're just working, getting better.
Anyone you have in your mind who you would want to fight, or that doesn't really work that way in Bellator, where you can call people out?
I mean, you can, but I'm still I'm just trying to whoever I could get, whoever I can fight. anything.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. And you are a very accomplished wrestler. Like I was looking
yeah,
at your resume. It's like holy shit, he's done pretty much everything. Can you
yeah.
kind of take me back all the way to when you actually start doing wrestling and walk me through your career?
My wrestling career, I started when I was 7 years old. My mom just she signed me and my brother up for wrestling back when I lived in Kansas for the club. So I started when I was 7, and then from there wrestled all through high school, finished high school, went on to wrestle in college in Pennsylvania, Edinboro University. I was a two-time All-American there. After that, I moved to Colorado Springs at the Olympic Training Center, and then trained there for 2008 Olympic team, and I was an alternate for the 2008 Olympic team. Ended up winning. I won a couple of U.S. national titles. Was on the world team. From there, I moved to Ohio. Was training there, and I was an alternate for the London Olympics.
Explain to me what's alternate.
Backup.
Okay, so there
One
is
guy.
a
There's one guy goes and competes. I was the number 2 guy. For 2008 to 2012. Unfortunately, I wasn't the guy, but it was a good experience.
And what was your very first? Do you remember your very first tournament when you went?
When I was a kid,
yeah.
I remember my first tournament like it was yesterday. It was in Topeka, Kansas. I only been wrestling practice for about 2 weeks, and they was like, "You ready to go to the tournament? You ready?" I was like, "All right, cool." I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have no wrestling shoes. I had some tennis shoes on, British Knights. We went to this Topeka tournament. I remember winning my first match at the tournament. Didn't know what was going on. I was just fucking just tackling people. To double leg them down. I was a beast right away, just aggressive, just tackling people. I won my first match. I think I lost the second and I won. I ended up taking 4th place at my first tournament, but it was the happiest day ever in my life. I got a little medal. I never had a medal before. I remember going out to eat with my parents. We went to the little buffet, Ryan's. The little buffet place, Ryan's, after the restaurant. After the tournament, I had my medal. I was wearing around, walking around with it. People like, "Oh, you got a little medal." But I was hooked ever since then. Ever since that first tournament initial, it was love.
Yeah, if you only trained for 2 weeks and end up at 4th place,
Yeah,
you had something in your DNA. And when was your first, the first victory, first gold medal?
gold medal. My first gold medal. Because I remember I wasn't winning nothing my first year. I placed in like every single tournament besides the state tournament. You had to qualify for the state, but I wasn't winning. I was the third. But the second year, I was winning everything. Second year, year 2, I'm winning all the tournaments. I was smashing everybody. I started got the hang of it. But my second year is probably the first one I won. I remember my second year.
And then you progressed, and at
I
some point you
progressed.
got to All American, right?
All-American in college. I was All-American like 10, 11 times younger, but in college I was All-American as well.
And I saw you won a
Pan Americans.
Pan
Yeah,
Americans.
I won that in San Salvador, El Salvador. That was back in 2007. I want to say I went there. I think it was 2007 I went there. Won that.
What's the most difficult thing about this tournaments? Like, unlike MMA, you have several matches a day, right?
Yeah, it's just being able to get yourself going each time, each match. You wrestle, you got to cool down, you got to get back, and it's like a long day. Sometimes the days are just so long. You're waiting, you're playing the weight and wrestle. You wait, you wrestle, cool down, stretch, warm up, and just getting back out there and going again. Just get your body used to doing that like over and over.
What about the mental part of the game? Like, how important is that, and when do you actually start getting used to the feeling of, I don't know, adrenaline rush and all this?
When do you start getting it? Well, I didn't know when I was young. So my first year I wrestled, I didn't really have nothing. I didn't know what I was doing. But my second year is when I started to feel like nervous, like I wanted to put pressure on myself to win. I remember being scared to eat when I was a kid because I'd throw up. My parents, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I'm throwing up. I was like 8, 8, 9 years old, having these nerves. I didn't know how to deal with that at that young age. So I just wasn't eating. I was so nervous. I was scared to eat because I knew I was going to throw up because I didn't know how to deal with it. But you learn as you grow with the sport, and just even now you have to. There's ways you learn how to deal with that, and you get used to it, and then you use those nerves to help you out, and then you start to embrace it instead of running from it. You embrace it, and you use that to get you going. I mean, I learned. It took me years and years to learn it throughout my athletic careers as a kid and into adult.
But they say that those nerves can both kind of build you for a fight and actually burn you as well.
Yeah, if you don't know how to deal with them, then yeah, you could it's over. You'll blow your wad before you get out the fight, just dealing with the nerves, just being too tense. But some people, they talk to sports psychologists. Some people know how to deal with it. Some people naturally gifted and just know how to use that for them. But it just all depends on the person. Everyone's different.
So how did you transition from wrestling to MMA?
A lot of my friends, they was involved in MMA, and something that I was around and that I enjoyed doing, that I wanted to do and try out. So it was after 2012. It was either try to go to an Olympic cycle or do something else, and I wanted to do something else. It seemed it was time for me. It was fun, some new, some exciting. A lot of my friends, they was out here. King Mo was here, and Daniel, DC. I talked to them. They're like, "You want to come? Sorry, just come out here. Come out and train with us." So, all right, that's all.
And that's how you choose AKA, right?
Mm-hmm. That's how I came here. Yeah.
From the financial perspective, I'm assuming that MMA is much more lucrative than wrestling, right? Because
yes,
it's
it's
hard
more
to
of a market. It's hard. Wrestling's hard. I mean, they're getting a little more better opportunities now with helping these guys train, but it's a struggle. MMA is a little more. It's lucrative. You got more opportunity, more upside opportunity.
What do you think is the case, given that rich history of wrestling and MMA is a relatively new sport?
Just the market, being able to promote it. People like violence, they want to pay for that, and then the business side to it, you can sell it. You can sell it easier. TV deals, money deals. You can just sell it easier, and spectators want to watch it. Like violence, wrestling. I mean, people, you got your little niche. There's some certain type of people, but a lot of people don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I think it's boring. You see two guys and wearing some little singlet, and they don't know what they're doing. They take them down and grab them. They're like, but it's all different.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you manage to be signed by Bellator, which is a major promotion, right out of the gate? You didn't go typical route of amateur MMA, right?
Yeah, I went straight in just because my background and being a world class wrestler and my accomplishment. They like to get those type of guys. They see opportunity for them to groom them and keep them under their wing.
Would you prefer that route, or would you prefer to actually have
if I
some
were to go
experience?
back, I would have did the other route. But when you're young, you just think you're just gonna go out there and try to get. You don't think like that. But if I go back, I would just get the experience first, because I think it's better to have a low time preference in your career instead of try to rush things.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're younger, you don't think those things. You just think, oh, let me get the signing bonus and just go out there and see if I can. But yeah.
From a training perspective, how was it for you, from you transition from training to one discipline to training several, right? Is it difficult? How do you choose what to train?
You just have a go. A lot of teams have a different program, different system. We have a system on days of the week that we have practice, like MMA Monday, Tuesday wrestling, Wednesday MMA, Thursday grappling. You do the base through the program, and then you do your extras on the side. If you want to do some strength conditioning, if you want an individual with the coach, conditioning, but just follow a system and follow a game plan from a team. If you have a good, strong team that already have something in place and structure,
Mhm.
Just follow. There's no secret. You see the other guys doing it, just follow their lead, and then go through that way.
When you started, I'm assuming. I mean, MMA was around, but it wasn't as big of a sport yet, right? Now it's growing. So if you
Yeah,
were a young kid, how would you train? Would you start MMA or would you choose one discipline and then transition to MMA?
if I was a kid, like how old? Like high school or younger,
Yeah, let's go 5 year old.
5 year old. I'll just you don't need to go right to MMA. It's a. I would train everything. I was just training like a certain discipline, something that you enjoy. Maybe just wrestle. I'll wrestle first. Uh, yeah, wrestle. Just learn that, and then in time you can maybe do a little some step, a little cross training on the side, but you don't need to take that much punishment on your body at that young. Some of this that you're gonna learn and keep you safe, wrestling or maybe some jiu-jitsu here on the side, and just take your time. There's no rush, but I don't know. Everyone's or if you want to just do boxing, you can do that too.
But you're probably
Keep
gonna
on.
take some punishment as a.
You can take some punishment as a kid. I wouldn't recommend that, but I don't know.
Yeah, gotcha.
I, yeah,
Mhm. Hey, Sean, I have a quick blitz. I'll ask you a quick question. You give me a quick
yeah,
answer. Okay.
yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Uh, City of God.
Your favorite song?
Favorite song?
Don't tell me that this Dagestani song.
What's my favorite song? Uh, um, Keys to the City, Nipsey Hussle.
What's your favorite country to visit?
Favorite country to visit? Um, I had a fun time. I've been I've been so many countries, but I can't think of like just one. Let me see. First one I had fun. Muscat, Oman.
What? What is that?
Muscat, Oman.
Oh,
My boy,
Oman. Okay, okay, okay,
Oman.
Oman.
I
Okay,
had
okay,
fun time.
country Oman. Got it, got it, got it.
Oman, yeah.
What's your first item on your bucket list?
Oh, I want to go to. I want to climb Machu Picchu.
Oh,
Hike
Peru.
Machu. I want to hike Machu Picchu in Peru. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's what
And
I want to do.
last question, man. So, what advice would you give to young fighters who want to become a professional MMA fighters?
Um, have a good team around you. Good support system. Uh, have people that have you in their best interest, not somebody just looking for out for themselves. So you always gotta have that in your corner. And just take your time, no rush, and make sure you do the little things. Always do the little things. It's gonna help you out in the long way. So that's it.
Well, Sean, thank you very much for being on the
Yeah,
podcast, and thank you for your time, man.
yeah. Thanks for having me.